Aloha, y'all. I should just try to make a good different intro. Anyway, it's windy out here. Welcome to a topic that I wanted to talk about, like that was on my mind, especially because I'm going through it right now. It's just since going through a breakup and having to do work to clear my whole heart and everything, I'm still having to work on that stuff. My main point of what I wanted to title this video, that I put in the notes when I was out with my dad. We just went to go get Subway, and I was just thinking, and it's just damn, because I was just talking to him about advice about relationships and stuff and all that, and what happened was I opened my notes and I just said, hey, what would I call this? And then it's practice love without them. So you may have, and this is for people who kind of gone through, breakup after breakup, or, breakup after breakup, or jump into another relationship where you feel you've had multiple people on your heart to love, but you've just never given yourself permission to love properly. And the first thing I think it's just something that's relearning, and especially it's very important for me, is the whole practice love without them. And it doesn't mean to be totally avoided of love, but it means to practice love within yourself. And it doesn't have to be obviously romantic, and it could be just a different form of it, especially for yourself. The way I show my love is to show up and dedicate myself to doing art and making videos and coming back into something that I've been away from for a while, even if I don't feel the best. I think it's just me having that dream. I guess I always just say I don't want to say I was saying this for recently. I just thought about it. I was you know what? I always say my dreams are on autopilot, but I don't want to say that my dreams are on autopilot, because that means that if they're on autopilot, that means you're not really there with them. I'm a grand elder coming to my dreams, visiting them, pouring it into them, and giving them space to grow, while also being I can guide them, but once they start going on their own, it's like a plant. Once you give it the right nutrients and everything, it's gonna grow and gonna be the best thing that you could ever have. And that's something that I'm learning now. And just talking about it, I'm already feeling the good vibes, and already just feeling a lot better, just a lot of that head pressure of the day and everything. And I forgot to do my Jinsen Jutsu, but I will do that, and I'll do some meditation as well. Just getting back into those tools that help me, at least. They may not help everybody. Some people it's watching a show, some people it's going for a walk, some people it's preparing food, but you gotta I think it's just the intention. And that's why I'm starting to pay attention and be very intentional with how I decide to do certain things and everything. So this is what this intention is, just setting up myself for a better, not only future, but the way I desired myself is gonna thank me a lot. And right now it's I guess it's I already was thinking about the future things I wanted, but I think what I really was very comfortable with, especially early in this morning when I was talking to my brother, I was hey, I was I already have all the plans that I have set already. I'm not focusing too far into the future, but right now it's just a few little things, and this is part of it. And I'm taking it like, one step at a time. Someone, my one thing I do say, like my last relationship is they did teach me like the good things, but I know they had a lot of other things that they had not resolved, and especially because we're also going through like, I just be watching it on TikTok, or sometimes I'm not like too fluent in astrology, but we're going through like Saturn retrograde. That one is a big one, and it's funny that when people say astrology is not real, or when things are not, like, oh, I used to be like, oh, is this really? But it's like I just see this stuff playing out in the day to day, that it's just like, damn, this shit really do be happening. And it's like, but it's just the energies. Eventually it's just, I think I'm just starting to like be more open to it, just being like, when you just naturally just feel the energies, it's like, yeah, the tool of astrology, it makes sense. We put the names and labels on the energy and everything, but I think it's just when you start paying attention to how things are going and where we're heading, it's very interesting, and I'm like here for it. And I may not have all the concrete tools and everything, and that's something I'm like working on now, like not jumping too back and forth, but to have more of like a grounded understanding, like everything that I ever need is right here, and loving yourself helps with that so much. Like just saying it, just like I love myself, like I give myself permission to take back my power, take back my love, and keep it for me for once. Actually let myself breathe and understand, and not held things to like, oh, they have to be this way or that way. And it's like the way you start to think everything is like, and it's just why it's like you don't like fit in with linear, you don't fit in with like linear progression. And it's like, yeah, it's like, and even like the idea of time, where I was just watching a video on like time, and just like the understanding of where we're going, where now it's like whatever, and it's true, I've even like said it, like whatever you think, it's just, it can happen, and it just happens automatically. Well, for some people, yeah, but in general, even if you're not like 100% like there, like there's no like goal, it's just more just whatever we just vibe to, which is very like special, and it just motivates me to get better. Like I'm like, man, this is like divine timing. There's like no better or other way of like explaining it, but it's just like that last relationship, I just knew I had to just go. And it did hurt them, and I was hurt, and I even had my crying session today, because I did like shadow work and stuff. It's like crazy, like I did shadow work within my art, and that's the thing. It's like I love that I'm able to just be open to shadow work and stuff, and I feel like there's still like so many layers. It just feels like the template, but it just feels like there's so many layers of like understanding and getting myself together, that I have not yet like even touched the surface yet. And I promise, I was like, I didn't even know, like I was like, I said to my mom, I was like, I just was like, I haven't even scratched the surface of my potential yet. It's like this, I can imagine when I say that, just like this giant ass boulder, like this big ass rock, and then it's just like that's like part of it is just like gold and stuff, and I ain't even finished like scraping it off, and it's just exciting. It's like it's just like everything's like pretty much exciting, and yeah, and it's like usually I've been doing my like little clips here and there and everything, and now I'm still like excited and stuff, and I'm like, you know what, that's like, that's like you have to breathe, that breathing, when you have everything that you already need, and there's no reason to on things anymore. It's like I ain't worried no more. And it's funny. Like yeah, it's like I keep thinking, yeah, eventually, like no, I'm ready. I already have it, and that's the practice. Like that's a daily practice. Like gratitude, wanting to have it and stuff, and I even limiting screen time on my. It's funny. I just saw 10:10 on the timer. Even limiting my like limiting beliefs, like just eliminating those and getting back into like where you're like you just like flow and you have like you can like turn the ignition key a little bit, like start the car, move it a bit, but you already know that's gonna be already there for you to do anything that you need to do. So I'm just trying to think if there's trying to feel also like there's anything else I gotta talk about. Like so far, no. I wish I had a cat right now because I feel like cuddling with a cat would be good. And yeah, like I will have a cat very soon. It's gonna be awesome. So anyway, this is like what I wanted to say. 11:11 on timer. Thank you guys for tuning into my video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay blessed as always. Thank you.